Hello, good day and welcome. I'm Timotab and today I'm going to solve Wrapping by Jumak. I just love the aesthetics of this puzzle where we have the ribbon around the puzzle with a bow, and as we place correct digits the fog is going to unwrap the rest of the puzzle. It's a really nice idea. So let's have a look at the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply. Every row, every column, and every box must contain the digits 1 to 9 without repetition. The grid is partially covered in fog, and placing correct digits will reveal fog around that digit. Digits on an orange line must have a difference of at least 4. So if this were a 3, and I'm just using a little digit for now so I don't accidentally reveal any fog that I shouldn't, then this would have to be, it could be a 7 or an 8 or a 9 in order to be at least 4 away from 3. Okay, cells separated by a white dot must be consecutive. So if this were a 3, then this would have to be a 2 or a 4. And all possible white dots are given. So what that means is, absent any line constraints, if this were a 2, if that were a 2, ignoring the line constraints, this cell could not be a 3 because there's no white dot between them. So I'm going to reset the puzzle to restart the timer, and let's begin. Okay. Okay. Where do we start? So on Dutch Whisper's lines, this is the orange line. The only place that a 5 can go is next to a 1 or a 9. And yes, next to a 1 or a 9. Apart from that, digits are going to alternate between high and low. So if this were a high digit, this would be a low digit below 5, and then back to high, and then back to low. The one oddity is that if we get the 5 in there, we will get a transition where, so if this were a high, say that was 7, this could be 1, this could then be 5, and this could be 9. And now we've gone high, low, ignore that one, this one's high, and so this one's low, and we've switched when the high and low comes in the line. So we have a 9 here. So if there is a 5, it would have to go here, or not on the line at all, which would be here. So there's 3 possible places for a 5. If that's a 5, then that's a 1. Oh, if that's a 5, aha, those 2 would have to be 1s or 9s. And they can't be. So that's not a 5. In fact, aha, these digits all see each other. And therefore, that is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 set. And that one can't be a 5. Let me just... so if that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these must be from 6, 7, and 8. Okay. So that can't, that must have a 7 on it. So that's not a 7. Must have the 7 because of the white dot. So where can the 5 go? All right. I know that one of these has to be a 5. So if that were a 5, we're going to do it in a way that doesn't transition the 5, I think. Oh, that's really clever. I think I've just figured it out. Okay, so if this were a 5, this would have to be a 1 because of sudoku. And then this would be high. Oh no, yeah, no, it does have to. It has to go, so it does transition. All right, if this were a 5, 1, that would be high, that would be low, that would be high. Oh, so if this little loop does not have a 5 on it, then it would be high, low, high, low, high, high, which it can't be. And if this little loop did not have a 5 on it, it would be high, low, high, low, high, high, which doesn't work. Therefore, one of these two is a 5. Well, not necessarily one of these two, but there has to be a 5 on each of these loops. All right, let's consider this. If that were a 4, that would have to be an 8-9 pair, which it can't be. We already know that it's not a 5, because they'd have to be both 9s and 1s. So 4 can't go there. If that were 3, then I could have a 7, 8 there. No, yes, that 7 is 4 away. So this is a 1, 2, or 3. That makes this 2, 3, or 4. And that makes this 1, 3, 4, or 5, because it could be 3, 2, 1. So this has to be, well, this has to have a 3 on it, because it's 3 digits, 3 consecutive digits from the group 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that has to have a 3 on it. So this is either 1, 2, or 4, 5. But better than that, now that we know that this is not a 5, 5 must be on this line, and it must go there. There we go. And now we have to have a 1 here. Right, so that's not a 1. This is 4 or 6. So 2, that could still be 2. 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 3, 2, 1. So I don't think that can be a 3. Okay. All possible dots are given. Is that going to be helpful just yet? Don't think so. Okay, we've got a 5, so we know that this is high and is not 9. So that's 6, 7, 8, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 2, 3, 4. We know that there is a 5 somewhere along the line, but it can't go next to a 6, 7, or 8. So those are low. Do I want to color this? Yeah, I think I do. All right. These are definite high digits. So let's color those, not blue, orange for high. These are definite low digits. So they'll be blue. These are high. Okay, this can't be a 5 because it needs to have 1s or 9s next to it. So that has to be high. So this is now either low or 5. If that is low, then this has to be 5 in order to transition to the 9. And therefore that's 1 or a 5. Okay. So if that's 1, then that's 5, and if that's 5, then that's 1. So this now can no longer be a 4. Is that right? Yes, because one of these two has to be a 5. Right. So 1, 2, 3, or 3, 4, 5. So that's no longer 3, and that's a 3. And that was correct. So if that's 3, these can't be 6s. So that's a 6. That's a 7. That's an 8. So now these two are low. 4 away, that one can't be a 4. Which means that can't be a 5. So this has to be the 5. That can't be a 6, so it must be a 4. This has to be a 9 or a 1, but this has to be high. So this has to be a 1. And then this is has to be an 8 because 4 has to go next to 8 or 9. And we've already got a 9 in the row, so that's an 8. All right, we've got some dots that we can take advantage of. That's now a 2. This must be a 7 because of the 9 in the row. So that could be 6 with 5 or 8 with 9. Okay. That is not a 2. It can't be a 1 either, or that would be a 2. If that's a 3, then that's a 4. If that's a 4, then that's a 3 or a 5. So that's some 3, 4, or 5. Oh, this 5 makes this a 1, which makes this a 5. That 1 makes that 2. This has to be a 9 in order to be far enough away from 5, and it can't be 1 because of the line. So that's a 9, which makes this 8, which makes this 7. This is nice. That's not a 5 anymore. So that's a 3-4 pair. 1 in the box must go here. 2 can't go next to a 5 on a dot, so 2 goes there. That must be the 6, because we have the 4 up here. 2 can't go next to a 1, so goes next to a 3. 6 could go with a 5 or a 7. But we've got a 5 in the row, so that's a 7. Okay. Last digit in the row is a 3. These two digits are 4 and 6. This, I need a 9 in the box, which can't go there. That's a 9. That's a 5. That makes this 9 and this 8. This 3 goes with either 2 or 4, and I don't think I know which yet. Okay. Where does 2 go in this row? Oh, it could go there, or it could go there. Okay, all right. Can't go here by sudoku. It can't go here by sudoku. If it were here, this would have to be a 1 or a 3, but it sees a 1 there and a 3 there. So that's 2. Okay. Okay. This can't be a 6. In fact, none of those can be 6 by sudoku, and those can't be 3s. Now, if that 7s can go next to 4 on. No. 7 can't go next to a 4, but one of those two is a 4. So that's an 8. That's a 2-4 pair. That's a 7. Okay. So what goes in these 3 digits? I've got 3 consecutive digits, but I've already got a 7 and a 3 in the in the box. So I can't have digits above 7, and I can't have digits below 3. So the only option left is 4, 5, and 6. So that has to be 5 in the middle. By sudoku, that's now a 4, and this is a 6. We've already got a 5 in the box, so the 5 must go over here. So the 5 can't go here because that would need a 1 and a 9 next to it. It could go here with a 1 there and a 9 there if we were just considering itself, but then that 9 is too close to the 7. So that's where the 5 goes. That makes this a 1. This is high and is not 7, 8, or 9, so that's a 6. This is low and must be a 2 to be far away enough from the 6. This is also low, and the only digit left is a 3. So this is an 8-9 pair, which we can do by the 9 in the column. Nice. That makes this 8. That is 4 or 6. If that's 6, then that's 7. No, that could be a 5 again. No, it can't. Can't be a 5 or a 7. So that can't be a 6. So that makes it a 4. That can't be 5, so that's 3, 2, 1. This 6 means that this is 5 or 7, and I don't think we know yet which one that is. That 4 makes this 2 and 4. We have a 1-2 pair here, and that's a 1 and a 2. This 3 must go next to a 4 because the 2's in the box. That can't be a 2 because it's 1 in the box. I need a 4, a 6, and a 9. And no, that 4 makes that 6. I've got an 8 and a 9. That 8 makes that 9 and that 8. This 4 resolves this 3 and 4 up here. This 4 resolves this 6 and 4. This is the last digit in the row, which is a 4. That makes this 3 or 5. I have a 5 in the row. So that's 3. That makes that 7. We now have 8 to complete the column, 6 to complete the column. This can't be 5 or 7 because of the there's no white dot there. So that must be where the other of 5 and 7 goes, which makes this a 9. In this column, we need 5, 6, and 7. Okay. So I need a 6 on the dot, so that can't be 6. But it also can't be 5 because I'd have a dot here. So that's a 7. That's now a 5, 6 pair. We have 1, 3, and 9. Neither of those can be a 9. That one by sudoku, that by lack of white dot. So that's the 9. That's not a 1 by sudoku, so it's a 3, and that's 1. Okay. These two digits should be a consecutive pair of 4 and 5 because of the dot, which they are, and that's 4 and 5. These are 2 and 3, which go in this order. This has to go 8, 7, 6, which makes this 5 and 6. The 7 makes that 5 and 7. And then we finish off with a 1 here and a 9 here. Yep, that was such a fun puzzle. Not too difficult, but I really love the aesthetic, as I said, of the ribbon with the bow and the thought of unwrapping the gift as the fog clears. Lots of fun, really enjoyed it. Thank you very much for creating it, Jumak. If you like this solve, then please hit the like button. You can subscribe to see more, and I would love to hear your comments. I'm looking forward to next time. Be seeing you.